Hello and welcome to yet another lesson. Today's lesson will help you understand yourself and the incredible strengths of your personality type in a much more relevant and actionable manner. Let's look at the learning objectives for today. We will be learning the difference between personality and personality types, a launchpad to your personality type in 7 minutes, and breaking down the natural strengths and preferences of your personality. How to use this knowledge and then to add natural fuel to your purpose journey. So, firstly, let's start with the difference between personality and personality types. Humans are complicated people. People tend to act very differently in public, whereas the real persona of the person could be an entirely parallel image to what they promote for the sake of public view and acceptance. This makes it difficult for us to read people's real personality from merely observing them, unless we have had the privilege of seeing them respond to crisis, success, stress, and trauma at close quarters for several years. However, the greatest challenge may not be about us being able to read others' personality accurately. It's about being able to read our own selves. That's what matters in the end. Tragically, a majority of the population live their lives with curiosity about the lives and characters of others while being blind about their own. They remain strangers to themselves, and there can be not many things as confusing as carrying on with life with this blind spot, as the difficulty is similar to two strangers trying to accomplish one mission with no understanding of each other's perspective. We need to get this right, and there is no time that is too late to address this in our lives and get to grips with who is the real me. In psychological terms, personality is a person's unique behaviors, emotions, and thought patterns which sets them apart from another person. Components of personality are usually found by observing their consistency in behavior and actions, usual social interaction, pattern, preferences, thinking style, and relationships with others. Two people cannot have the same personality, as at least some components will be different from another person with similar personality traits. A personality type, however, is bunching together groups of behavioral traits or ways of thinking that various people can share into a named type. The most common and popular personality type assessment in the world for the past several decades is the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator, MBTI, 16 personality types. This assessment tool is based on a theory of personality types by Swiss psychiatrist Carl Jung, which was first published in the book Psychological Types in 1921. Jung's theory was based on his own observations of the people as well as on the work of other psychologists. The theory divides people into 4 main personality types: sensing, S, intuitive, N, thinking, T, and feeling, F. Each personality type has 2 subtypes, making a total of 16 personality types. The MBTI as a tool was developed by Isabel Myers and her mother, Catherine Briggs, in the 1940s. What determines a person's type would be a person's preference for a certain behavior and how it affects their choice. For example, where you focus your attention identifies extraversion, E, or introversion. The way you take in information identifies sensing, S, or intuition, N. How you make decisions separates thinking, T, or feeling, F. How you deal with the world determines judging, J, or perceiving, P. Each person is said to have one preferred quality from each of these categories, giving 16 personality types in total. So you combine your natural preferences in each category here to arrive at your personality type, which is shown by an abbreviation of the initial letters of each of the 4 type preferences. For example, an ENFP would stand for extrovert, intuitive, feeling, and perceiving. Now let's go to launching your personality type in about 7 minutes. Now we need to find out our own personality type from the 16 different broad types. You could use the official MBTI website to pay online and complete the official personality assessment. An alternative, which is still completely adequate and freely available at the time of this lesson being recorded, is to visit a site such as 16personalities.com and get a detailed breakdown of your personality type in just about 7 to 10 minutes flat. If this website is unavailable in the future, you can simply Google free MBTI personality test online and you will find other ones similar to it. The results page when you complete the assessment is the most fascinating part of the test and usually goes through how you may usually behave or think or have preferences in context of romantic relationships, friendships, parenthood, career paths, and even workplace habits. It also gives you a good idea of your strengths and weaknesses. Let's look at breaking down your natural strengths and preferences of your personality. How to use this knowledge then to add natural fuel to your purpose journey. There are a number of benefits of using the MBTI, such as gaining a greater understanding of ourselves, how we think and feel, and how a personality type affects our behavior. It can also be helpful in improving our communication and relationships, as it helps us understand how our natural personality type affects the way we interact with others. It helps individuals increase their work performance by matching them with careers that are a good fit for their personality type. One of the greatest benefits of knowing your personality type in the context of working towards your life purposes is that it can help you identify natural passions. This is crucial as it turns the work you need to do to fulfill your purposes as a pastime which you actually enjoy and look forward to. For example, if you're an introverted thinker, you may be passionate about topics such as philosophy or history. If you're an extroverted feeler, you may be passionate about helping others. I would encourage you to complete this assessment as soon as today's lesson is done and read carefully through the analysis you get about your own personality type. Just before we go there, let's briefly talk about each personality typing and their natural strengths and preferences. Let's go through each major quality you could get and go through their natural strengths and preferences. Introvert personalities and their natural passions. Introverts are more likely to enjoy activities that require solitude, such as reading, hiking, writing, spending time alone. While there is no one-size-fits-all answer when it comes to finding your passions, if you identify as an introvert, it may help to explore activities that you can do alone or in small groups. This is likely because these activities allow introverts to engage in thoughtful reflection and inner exploration, which is something they deeply value. So if you're an introvert who's searching for your passion, know that you may be drawn to activities that allow you to retreat from the world and connect with your own thoughts and feelings. An introvert's personality and passions can work together by giving them the time and space they need to pursue their interests. For example, an introvert who loves to write can use their alone time to work on their latest project for prolonged periods without too many social interactions which could distract them. Extrovert personality and their natural passions. There are 2 personality types that are extroverted, meaning they are outgoing and enjoy being around people. The first type is the life of the party and is always up for a good time. They are the people who make things happen and enjoy being in the spotlight. The second type is more subdued and enjoys a more relaxed lifestyle. They still enjoy being around people, but don't need to be the center of attention. Extroverts are often seen as the life of the party, and for good reason. They're outgoing, they're social, and thrive in environments where they can interact with others. They are often naturally good at networking and public speaking and can be very persuasive. If you are an extrovert, there are some things you can do to harness your natural passions. First, consider pursuing a career that will allow you to interact with others on a regular basis, perhaps involving public speaking or networking. Second, make an effort to attend social events and meet new people. Sensing personality types and their natural passions. Sensing personality types tend to be drawn to careers and hobbies that involve all of the 5 senses of eyesight, hearing, taste, touch, and smell. Essentially, activities which help them receive stimulation from as many as possible of these senses would be the natural pull for this type. They often enjoy activities such as cooking, gardening, and crafting. They often have a strong appreciation for art and beauty and may also enjoy working with their hands, such as in carpentry or mechanics. They are often drawn to outdoor activities and may enjoy exploring their surroundings and learning about new things and skills, which again relate to the 5 senses. Intuitive personality types and their natural passions. Intuitive types are often drawn to creative and expressive fields. This can be a great strength in many fields, especially when it comes to problem solving. They're highly creative and have a strong imagination. They're often good at coming up with new ideas and usually very open-minded. They can be less interested in conventional careers and more likely to pursue their own interests and goals. Intuitive personality types are those who prefer to focus on the big picture and are more comfortable with abstract concepts with a deep need for meaning and understanding. Thinking personality types and their natural passions. Thinkers are passionate about finding answers and understanding the world around them. They're constantly curious and enjoy learning new things. They're analytical and logical and often good at problem solving. Thinkers are usually calm and level-headed, but can also be perfectionists who are hard on themselves. They're often drawn to careers in science, mathematics, and engineering, and in general have a fascination for designing or finding loopholes in systems. They're quick thinkers and often find themselves solving problems missed by others and drawn to intellectual pursuits constantly. Feeling personality type and their natural passions. Feeling personality types are those who tend to make their decisions based on their emotions and feelings. They are often very compassionate and caring, and they may have a strong sense of empathy and seek to live life to the fullest, but in a meaningful way. They usually enjoy spending time with others, and naturally they're good at empathizing with others and enjoy helping them achieve their own goals. They may be drawn to creative endeavors or to helping others in a meaningful way. Whatever their passion is, it will always need to be something that brings them fulfillment and a sense of purpose. And if they're unable to do that, they can slip down a very slippery slope of unhealthy coping mechanisms. Judging personality types and their natural passions. The term judging is a bit misleading, as it has nothing to do with referring to them judging people in any way. This type tend to live their lives in an orderly, scheduled manner. They like to have a plan and stick to it, and may get flustered by too many unexpected changes to them. This can make them seem inflexible to others, but it also means they are reliable and responsible. Judging types are often drawn to careers that allow them to use their organizational skills, such as teaching, accounting, or event planning. Perceiving personality type and their natural passions. Perceiving personality type are very in tune with the world around them, but constantly observing and taking in new information. This type is also very good at seeing the big picture and understanding how things work together and able to find creative solutions to problems. Natural passions for this personality type include exploring, learning new things, and understanding how the world works. They may also be interested in art, music, and nature. Perceivers are often flexible and adaptable, and they may enjoy working on projects that allow them to freely use their creativity and imagination and would detest rigid rules, and micromanagement. I hope you enjoyed this lesson and learned something new today. The key point for today is to utilize the momentum which you get from the combination of your natural personality type and their aligned passion states and funnel it towards your core life purposes. I wish you the very best as you work towards doing just that. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care.